China has said that they will respond. Are we looking at retaliation?
Yeah, we had a pretty robust response, as you would expect, I guess, Francine, from the Foreign Ministry spokeswoman just a little short time ago. They hit back saying that these trade talks have gone off the rails now since the Osaka truce back at the G20 in June. They warned that China won't be shy about responding if President Trump does go ahead with his threat of tariffs, and it made clear that the ball is back in the US court now to get things moving forward again. And I think there's a real sense of surprise in this part of the world today, Francine, given that the trade talks had only as recently as this week kicked off for the first time since May in Shanghai. You know, those talks were described as constructive. More talks were planned for September, but now I think everything's up in the air, and certainly plenty of economists are asking where things will go from here. It's far from clear.
Enda, what does this mean for the Chinese economy?
I think, Francine, by all accounts, it's a negative. China's economy is slowing. There's plenty of downward pressure for domestic reasons. The slowing global growth story isn't helping it. And of course, the trade war tariffs have been hurting Chinese goods. But I think the best way of putting it is that it will add downward pressure on China's economy, but it shouldn't necessarily tip it over the edge per se. As one economist said today, it's unlikely that Beijing will panic. They have plenty of policy options up their sleeve to keep growth on track via the central bank or the government itself. Remember, they have a growth range of between 6 and 6.5%, and between taking steps to encourage lending among the banks or making it cheaper to borrow, and of course spending money on shovel-ready infrastructure projects, the central government debt is still relatively low. There's plenty they can do, and I think there's a feeling that obviously it's a negative to the economy, but right here, right now, they can ship this pain, at least in the near term.